Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. I hope that you're doing well. I have a monthly highlights video for you. I have been craving doing a monthly spread for quite some time, and thankfully I have saved some leftover kits to do a monthly spread. And this year my goal is to use leftover kits in my monthly. I do not plan, and I have not been buying any monthly kits at all. I only have one monthly kit I saved from last year, and that's the April monthly kit from Sadiesstickers. And with that being said, I feel like this is a really great opportunity for me to use leftover stickers, to pull from my plethora of stickers in my collection and make a pretty full spread. And I really enjoyed doing this in December of 2022, and it was probably my favorite thing. So it's just really nice to see, and I think it's cool to share that you can totally make a spread out of leftover stickers if you have a collection as well. And or just using like freebies. Speaking of freebies, my code with Sadiesstickers is Rachel20 for 20% off, and my current freebie is for spring and it's in gold foil. Such a good freebie, I love it very much. I used it in a recent spread, 2 recent spreads, and I still have a ton left over. So I love my freebie very, very much. But with that being said, I also have like large month scripts I'm pulling in. These are a custom from Panda Design. They are not in the shop, but I know Paper Trail Plans sells these as well. And so with that being said, these are obviously 2 different foil colors. Here we have gold, and then here we have silver. I'm a little bit worried now that I was looking at this. I totally forgot that these were 2 different foil colors. But initially I was like, you know what, there's a lot of boxes that are also like gray and blue within the 2 kits, and I'm probably going to still use gold foil just because I like this kit more and the florals with this kit. So I think I'm going to end up using gold foil. That's why you saw the gold month scripts. And I'm just going to pull in extra boxes and such from this kit, maybe some florals, because the florals are not terribly like off. Let me see if I can find the page. Where's the page? Okay, here it is. So I wouldn't say the florals are terribly off from like some of the boxes. Like I think that's a pretty decent match. I know it's not going to match the other florals, of course, but I also want to challenge myself to make something look good, you know, with leftover stickers. I think that not everybody even has the opportunity to be able to purchase full kits. So maybe this is a chance for you guys to see, or for those that can't do that, to see that you can totally make a spread out of leftover stickers, or if people de-stash leftover stickers, or if you do have it and you want to spread it out amongst like 2 weeks or a week and then a monthly or something like that. I feel like you totally can, and definitely collect and save those freebies. I think for the most part, freebies are totally functional. At least the freebies I've been seeing are very, very functional and usable throughout kits. I do get frustrated sometimes when I get a freebie when it's something I'll never use, because I just kind of get bummed like, oh, I can't use that, and it ends up being just like either destashed or thrown away. And I understand that sometimes like you just want to do like a fun freebie, but if it doesn't, you know, match, or if it's not functional to something I'm using, for me personally, it ends up being a waste. So I love, 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 and I'm a huge advocate of like functional freebies. And when I say functional, I mean like, let me pull some freebies from, like this, for example, Shanice's freebie from Sadiesstickers. She has a full set of date dots. Like that is super functional, right? And I just feel like that's exactly what I would like love and need and want. And this freebie from like Crafts by Towie, it's got a bunch of functional icons, and I know Tao like pulls random foil colors, and then there's a box or an oval there as well. So I think it is a very functional freebie. And for the most part, the other PR girls have very functional freebies as well in Sadiesstickers and some of the other shops that I PR for. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, I've been craving doing a monthly highlights. I think I pumped out like 4 plan with me's, like weekly plan with me's, and I'm just a little bit like not interested and it's not bringing me so much joy right now. So I'm a little burnt out with that, but I really do want to do a monthly highlights, and we're already almost midway through May, and I'm only doing January. So I do have other leftover kits to use in February, March, and then I have a proper monthly kit for April, and then for May I do have leftover kits as well. So what I'm doing is actually destashing these to my best friend, like my leftover kits, and I'm so glad that I remembered I wanted to save some to do some monthly highlights in. But usually my best friend that got into sticker planning, fun fact, she's also my wedding planner, she's amazing, but I do like to give them to her just because she's like slowly kind of dipping her toes into sticker planning, and she doesn't want to buy or can't buy full kits all the time. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for, stopping by. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm now just rambling. It's fine. Again, my code with sadiesstickers is Rachel20 to save 20% off, and I hope that you enjoy this video. All right, so voiceover Rachel, I had to do this voiceover for a second time because the first room I was in, there was so much of an echo. I felt like I sounded like I was in a fishbowl, and I was not content with it. So here we are trying again, take two. I did do a live intro, so I forgot what I said in that intro, forgive me. But essentially I'm using two different kits from sadiesstickers, and one was in silver and one was in gold foil. So I elected to use gold foil because I preferred the boxes that were foiled in that color with the leftovers that I had. And I highly recommend, if you have leftover kits and if you just want to do extra planning, try to see if you can mix them with each other, like mix leftover kits and your collection, whether it be with freebies or anything that you have left over. I feel like you could totally make a full spread, and that's what my goal is for my months, for my monthly highlights. And monthly highlights were inspired by Mandy Dreams or Mandy Plans so many years ago, and she was the first person I saw doing them. So I can only give credit to that just because I'm not really sure who else did them or who started it, but I remembered she was the first person I ever saw doing them, and I just love the concept of just choosing 1 or 2 highlights a day in that month and marking it down so you can kind of look back at a monthly layout and, reminisce and stuff. But I adore how this turned out. Initially, I was not feeling it. I was very frustrated with the entire look of it. I felt like I was struggling to make it look cohesive, but I think in the end it turned out really pretty. I only pulled in a couple of stickers from my collection outside of the stickers from the kits, just because I felt like there was still plenty with the leftovers. And I did struggle with the florals, just trying to make them all look cohesive and balanced. So I did pull some white flowers from my leftover sticker book, and I was able to make a full spread out of that too. So that was really fun as well. This entire spread, I was able to pull in freebie icons and such like that, and I was able to pull those in because the colors were perfectly matching, and it just was a good time. So yeah, so here we are in the date cover section. What I used for the date covers was the date covers that came with the kit, and initially it was bothering me because the left side of the swatches look pretty empty because you would normally put date dots there. But since this is a monthly highlights, there are obviously days for every single box. So I just left it alone. And then the January script, that is a custom from Panda Design, but I know Paper Trail Plans sells their own version, which is equally as beautiful. I just ordered some from them and they are stunning, and I can't wait to use them as well. So on the first, I had brunch with, I think it was Greg's sister. She came to visit with her boyfriend, and we just had brunch over at home. So that was really cool to just stay in and just chat, catch up, and just have brunch, make brunch together. So that was nice. And then on the second, I didn't really have anything to mark, so I just used this super large sweater sticker from one of the kits, and I love how that turned out. And then I also put a boot next to it just to mark that I did 11,000 steps this day. I actually hit over 10,000 steps several times this month, but I think I just wasn't sure how I wanted to mark that every single day. So I just only did it for days that I didn't have anything else to really mark. And I'm just also throwing snowflakes everywhere. It's so weird to be using snowflakes, especially in gold foil, because I feel like gold is not a, common color to when I think about winter. But I mean, other than a holiday or Christmas spread, I would think so, but wintry spreads, I think of silver, hands down. But it was definitely weird pulling in snowflakes, and I think that was kind of the motif for this, was trying to pull in snowflakes everywhere to make it just look like it was snowing everywhere, and it was filling in a lot of the white space for me without making it too busy looking. So on the 4th, I think I missed it, but we grabbed ramen at one of our favorite ramen spots, and then on the 5th, we grabbed sushi, and the colored icons are all from White Chair Stationery, and then the foiled ones are from Crafts by Towie. On the 6th, I pulled in the swirl from Miss and Meow. It does not span the full width of a monthly box, like a box in the monthly section, but it does span the full width of a column in a weekly spread. You guys have seen me use those before, so I use them all the time. And then wanted to just mark that we grabbed tacos, and then I hit 11,000 steps this day. And then on the 7th, we had a game night and wine with some friends, so that was definitely super fun. I have not uploaded a Plan With Me style video in 2 weeks. I'm pretty bummed about it just because I felt like I was definitely on a roll and I was catching up, but I just need to accept the fact that I'm going to be perpetually behind 4 to 5 weeks or so, and just accept it. because like life is just my personal life has just started getting really busy with spring and summer, and just like we always have things going on, and then on top of that, I I'm just I really just want to take a break from like forcing myself to get caught up, just because I think it's making me burn out a lot more, and then this is becoming more of a chore, and I need to really just take a step back and take a break from this. Like my hobby ends up taking the back seat initially. So yeah, thanks for your patience as I continue to just work on getting content out for you guys. I'm trying to work on not saying sorry as much, and instead just like saying thank you for your patience and things like that, just because yeah, I just don't want to apologize for stuff like I don't need to. Tay definitely gets on me about that because she's definitely one of my motivators to not apologize for stuff all the time. It's just a natural habit for me. But anyway, so on the 8th, we watched a movie called The Menu. It's like satire. If you ever watch like Iron Chef or any kind of like cooking shows, it's satire with that, and then like crime, which is really funny and like weird and creepy at the same time. Also had a massage on the 9th, and then on the 10th didn't have anything, so I just pulled in some flowers and pine cones and snowflakes to just fill in that space. And the little like tree looking thing looks like a little Lorax tree. It's so cute. On the 11th, I finished reading We Are All the Same in the Dark. I have just gotten so bad about like reading. I really wish I was like naturally an avid reader and somebody that just wanted to constantly read all the time and can just go through books really quickly. But I think for me, I just I don't get distracted easily, but I get like um I feel guilty for like staying still for so long, because when I read a book I really want to be there for hours, right? And then I feel guilty for not like doing other things and taking care of my other responsibilities, and I end up like not picking it back up, or I just get it stinks because I really do just want to spend like a whole day reading a book. Sometimes, especially when the book gets really good, especially towards like the middle and the end, it just starts to get really intense, and I usually will spend like hours on end. I'm not the fastest reader, but I would say like I'm decently fast at reading, but I also like to I'm definitely someone too, like if I read something and I'm like not focused, or if I'm thinking about something else, I have to like reread the same line again. So, and especially when it comes to like my true crime and like thriller kind of books, I really do want to pay attention because you could miss out on clues and things like that. So, anyways, long tangent there. So, let's see. Where did I leave off? And then on the 12th, we were watching Only Murders in the Building, had a massage at 4, then we grabbed sushi. And then on the 15th, we went to a Filipino restaurant that was local, and it was really nice to go because the owners and cooks are from the same province. My mom and I are from the Philippines, and we are known to be like the cooks and chefs in the Philippines. So it's really neat to like go and see, like, because I've gone to a bunch of other like Filipino restaurants, and I can just tell just like the cooking is very different because everyone's from different provinces. But this one definitely felt like home. Like I definitely felt like I was eating at my auntie's house or something. And my mom's youngest sister is the best cook. She is so good at cooking. I miss her. I miss her cooking so much, and it's definitely like one of the main things I look forward to when I do go back home and visit my family. But okay, so on the 16th, we watched The Last of Us. It's so weird not to be watching it just because we finished that season so quickly. Can't wait for the next season to come out. We had Chick-fil-A, and then I will switch out how I marked Chick-fil-A initially. I didn't like it. Grabbed brunch at first watch, and then hit 10K steps on the 19th because I had nothing else to really mark. Had a facial appointment on the 20th, and then we grabbed dinner with some friends, and then afterwards we hung out with another group of friends and grabbed like drinks, and then we went dancing afterwards. So that was definitely fun. I love just like going out and dancing. I miss it. I don't need to like be drinking to dance either. Like I'm pretty sure I only had like one beverage, and I like sipped on it the whole night we were there just dancing and having a great time. And that's just like my thing. Like I totally could just go to a club and just dance, and I don't need to be inebriated or anything like that to be enjoying myself. I just enjoy the music, and I really love and miss dancing so much. So yeah, that was definitely such a good night. On the 22nd, grabbed Starbucks, and then also went shopping with my little sister. That shopping bag is from a freebie with White Deer Stationery. It's so adorable. I think the tag says for you. It's super cute. It could be like a gift bag or a shopping bag, whichever, but I think like some places that you shop at really do package things very nicely just depending on where you shop. So I thought that was like really appropriate still. On the 23rd, had nothing to mark, so I just used some large flowers and like leaves and had those like falling. On the 24th, grabbed Chipotle with my family. And then on the 25th, had nothing else to really mark, so I just used a large like washi swatch and trimmed it on the end. And you'll see me later on, I'll jazz that up a little bit because it was pretty like bland by itself. And it's nice to use those kinds of like longer like washi strips to mark something happening for several days or a certain time span or something like that, but that's not what I used it for. Before I get to that though, I did work on the sidebar here. I had no idea what to do. I just used one of the larger florals and then a bunch of other flowers and leaves and accents just because I had no idea what else to put here. And then I used the torn paper to make it just look like a full box. And it's not my favorite, but you know, I think it gets the job done. On the 26th, grabbed sushi at our favorite spot again. It's definitely like a hole in the wall, like family owned sushi spot and restaurant, and we love supporting small businesses and family owned businesses. And one of the sons actually goes to school with my sister. On the 27th, we had wine and then had game night, and it's probably one of our favorite things is to just have wine at home and then just like play games. It's just nice and chill and definitely like makes my homebody like heart very happy. And then on the 28th, we walked 4 miles at a trail near us, and it was just really nice to do that. I did I walk with my best friend? I think I did. Or this might have been one of the times where I went and like our whole family was out there with Jace, and then my sister, she actually had to study for a test, so like we brought her like packet with her and just like we're quizzing her while we were walking. Definitely able to like kill two birds with one stone and still be active. So that was really nice. And then on the 29th, we had dinner and wine at home with some of our friends, and we invited them over. We hadn't seen them in a long time. So funny story, we ran into them while we were out dancing the Friday prior. And then I just remembered, I was like, we hadn't seen them in so long because we moved out of that neighborhood and we used to hang out with them all the time. Like when COVID first hit, they were definitely like a couple and their kid that we hung out with all the time, like every single day. And it was just nice to see them again. Like when we saw each other when we were out dancing, we literally like screamed and like embraced each other for like hugged for like a solid what felt like 5 minutes. It was just nice to see her. It's been so long, and so we invited them over to have dinner at our house. And so like Greg made pasta and then we had wine. It was just really nice. On the 30th, had a massage appointment at 3. I had 3 massages this month. So awesome. So proud of myself. Love self-care, truly. Like when things go bad, I'm like self-care is the first thing I think about. And then painted my nails on the 31st. Had nothing else to mark for, of course, the rest of the like white space here because it was definitely like it was the end of the month. So not the end of the month, goodness, it was the next month. So I just like left it alone and then I just decorated it with some extra leftover pieces. But that is everything. As you can see, I still have so much left over and I had so much fun planning with this. I struggled for the first half and I literally took so long to finish it, but I'm really glad I did. And hopefully this inspires you to use leftover stickers and make like a monthly highlights, or to use it for another week or so and just stretch the kit, because we all know kits are not cheap. So I totally get it. But thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Take care and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.